I'm calling on Mitch McConnell and Paul Ryan to resign. Not to be provocative or controversial. But if this sexual harassment has been going on, I'm quite serious about this, in the United States Senate and the United States House of Representatives, and they are the leaders. The Republicans have controlled the House of Representatives since 2011. The Democrats have controlled the Senate since 2015. And Ryan and McConnell have been around a long time, and they know who's who, or they know about many of those who are who's who. They should resign. And I'm quite serious about this. Now, we had Gillibrand, who proposed a bill in the Senate, said this is a very, very serious matter. We have Jackie Speier and Comstock who've now come forward and said this is a very serious matter. None of them will name names. None of them will name names. That is appalling. Absolutely appalling. They won't name names. Where's Gloria Allred? But I could not be more serious when I say Mitch McConnell and Paul Ryan should resign. They have led institutions where there is widespread, maybe rampant, sexual harassment, but clearly so much of it, or a pattern of so much of it, that they're having to take steps now to address it. And why have they waited so long? Why have they waited so long to address this? So here we have a hearing today. It's all over the media, what took place at the hearing, what Jackie Speier had to say, among others. The other day I told you about what the Senate did. It's a big deal. And we're supposed to just move on. And I said the other day, where's the Washington Post? The Washington Post is the hometown newspaper of Washington, D.C. Why aren't the Washington Post reporters on Capitol Hill getting us names? Republicans, Democrats, I don't care. You know, a lot of people send their kids to work on Capitol Hill as interns, as young staffers. Apparently there are members of Congress who are predators. And yet there's a code of silence like the mob. There's this code of silence like the mob in the U.S. Senate, in the U.S. House of Representatives, led by the Republicans. Led by the Republicans. Now, I know they keep wagging their fingers at Roy Moore. Okay, fine. But that's not the end and the beginning and the end of it. I want to know what's going on in the United States Capitol. The Capitol building. Anywhere else. Any other workplace where you conduct yourself this way, you are subjected to a lawsuit. You can go to the EEOC process if you wish. Any other place in America. But Congress exempts itself from the same laws that apply to us, whether it's health care, whether it's the Freedom of Information Act that applies to the executive branch, whether it's sexual harassment, whatever it is. They seem to exempt themselves. Now, we are being told specifically, under oath, Jackie Speier testified, a liberal Democrat from California. She knows of two cases, a Democrat and a Republican, who have sexually harassed in grotesque ways staffers. Who are they? Who are they? I wish one of these reporters in the Washington Post would go to Capitol Hill so they could hear who it is or who they are. And let me tell you a little dirty secret. They know who many of these people are. It's like John Kennedy at the White House with his pool parties, his sex parties. Washington Post knew all about this stuff, but they covered it up. The Washington Post covered it up. Knew all about it. They covered it up. Now we have members of Congress who have come forward and say they know specific instances. I mean, listen to this. This is your Congress. This is your government. These are your employees. And they're not going to tell us who these people are, even though we have a right to know whether we want to vote them in or vote them out. What's the secret? Let's play it again, Mr. Producer. Cut 11, go.
In fact, there are 2 members of Congress, Republican and Democrat.
Who are they? Who are they? Go ahead.
Now, who serve, who have been subject to review or not have been subject to review but have engaged in sexual harassment. These harasser propositions such as, are you going to be a good girl? To perpetrators exposing their genitals, to victims having their private parts grabbed on the House floor.
I think we can agree that members exposing their genitals or grabbing private parts on the House floor, they should be exposed. We should know who they are. Los Angeles Congresswoman Sanchez. She says she was harassed by a colleague. Linda Sanchez said she was harassed, happened years ago, by a current member of Congress. Who's running this place, the House of Representatives? Is it the Playboy Mansion? Who's running the United States Senate? Oh, hey, you know what, ladies and gentlemen, we'll get more done here than anybody else here can get done here. That would be Mitch McConnell. Do they take responsibility for anything? Time for McConnell to go, time for Paul Ryan to go, time for some fresh blood to get in there, really take charge of these institutions, drive a liberty agenda, a constitutional agenda, compel members to behave themselves, conduct themselves like ethical, stand-up American citizens. This has gone far enough. I'll be right back.